What's up, guys? Just wanted to hop on here real quick. It is Sunday, week of the SEC championship game. Georgia's back in the game, playing Alabama. Just came off of a win against Georgia Tech on Friday. I was at that game, and I just got to get some. I'm not biting my tongue on this one, guys. I'm just not. Like, I'm going to keep it real with y'all and tell you exactly where I stand and how I feel when it comes to our fan base right now, because somebody's got to say something and tell the truth. Was I disappointed with the performance against Georgia Tech on the offensive side? Yeah, I was. I was really disappointed. I thought we were going to be able to move the ball and probably put up 40 points on these guys, at least 30, and that didn't happen. I mean, we played terrible on offense. Drew Bobo going out is a big problem going forward. I've been checking my phone every 10 minutes to see if I can get any update on that. Obviously, he was in an air cast and didn't look good at halftime, but he was walking around. You know, he went back in the game in the second quarter, and then halftime he came out in the air cast. So, checking as often as I can to see what's going on with that, because that's a big deal. Disappointed with how the offense played. Disappointed with how Gunner played. Disappointed with how the backup center played. I was thrilled, though, with how the defense played. And look, man, Georgia got out of there with a win against one of our most hated rivals with our C-minus game. So I'm all for all that. Georgia got out a rivalry weekend against a hated rival. The game meant way more to Georgia Tech than it did to Georgia. And I'm going to get to this in a second, because it meant a hell of a lot more to the Georgia Tech fans than it did the Georgia fans too. And I'm about to go off on that in about a second. But Georgia got out a rivalry weekend with a win. So hats off to Georgia, the team, the coaches, the players, and especially that defense that's been improving. Week after week, that defense is taking steps to get better. Disappointed with how the offense played, but we got the job done. Like Kirby at some point said, hey, I don't need to see the ball in the air no more. And I was saying it the whole daggone football game. Every time we attempted a pass, something bad happened and we got negative yards. I'm up in the box screaming, just run the damn ball. We don't even need to throw it to beat these guys. I was furious in the box watching our offense play football. All we had to do was continuously run the ball, and we were going to win that game. Eventually, Kirby Smart said, hey, you know, run the ball from now on. And Georgia ran the ball, sat on the ball, took the air out of the game, and ran the clock out. And made a play and finally did what I said and batted the football down. Instead of trying to pick it off and volleyball serve it up to the other team like we've been doing since the Tennessee game in 2016, Georgia finally spikes the ball down into the dirt and ends Georgia Tech's season. So I was thrilled about all that stuff. Now I'm about to go off on the Dawgnation fans. And listen, if you feel like I'm not talking to you and this doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. If you feel like there is any chance whatsoever what I'm saying applies to you, then it definitely applies to you. Is it acceptable at any time to be outdone in a neutral site against the Georgia Tech fans? Yes or no? Is it acceptable that the Georgia Tech fans made far more noise than the Dawgnation fans on Friday? Yes or no? Is that acceptable ever as a dog? To be outdone by Georgia Tech in any way? The answer is no. So what was up with that at the Benz on Friday? Because that shit was embarrassing. Attendance, 80% full. That was embarrassing. Were y'all making noise on third down? Most of y'all, hell nah. What about second? No. What about first? No. Absolutely not. We got outdone and embarrassed by the nerds, by the lamest fans in college football on Friday. Were much louder than us and impacting the game much more than Dawgnation. Bro, what's up with that? Like where was everybody at? Everybody's quick to jump on Bobo's ass as soon as we only get 1 yard on first down running the ball. But when it comes time to make noise, support the team, and get behind them against our third biggest rival, what was up with that? We let the software engineers outdo us on Friday. Bro, that was embarrassing by Dawgnation as a whole. So if you were there and you weren't making noise, I'm talking to you. Because I was up in a box and I was told to behave and chill out and not get too rowdy because of where I was sitting. But at a certain point, I couldn't take it anymore. Every down, I'm yelling because I'm not going to get embarrassed and outdone by the Georgia Tech fans. That was sorry, guys. That was unacceptable on Friday, what went down at the Benz. Getting outdone by Georgia Tech fans, never should that happen again. Moving on to thing number 2. Why is anybody in our fan base at all hesitant at the opportunity to go play Alabama? Not just rematch against Alabama, though. Get to go play for an SEC championship. And we've got dog fans cowering at that opportunity to go get revenge and to go get an SEC championship. There's dog fans ducking Alabama. Have you seen Alabama play the last 6 weeks? It don't matter what they look like, dude. Anytime we get a chance to go play somebody on any field, we should want the opportunity to go out there and go play and go whoop their ass. We had Alabama in the first game. The Nate Frazier fumble. The Talon Taylor drop touchdown pass. That's 10 points. And then the Cash Jones not getting it on 4th down. That's 13 points. We had them. The opportunities were there. Yeah, they were whooping our ass up and down the field in the first half. There's 2 halves to this thing. We shut them down in the second half. Have you seen Bama play football the last 6 weeks and y'all are scared to go handle that? Bro, come on. I don't care if they said, hey, Josh, do you want to see Georgia go play Alabama on Neptune? I'm going. Even if it wasn't for an SEC championship, I want that rematch. We are due for one against these boys. Y'all realize that, right? We are due for a win against this team. This is the second time we're going to play them this year. What happened last time we played them twice in 1 year? We won. We had them the first game. Our defense has gotten way better since that first game. Now, our offense walked through all of Thanksgiving break and didn't show up against Georgia Tech. You think that's going to happen again? I don't know. But I really like our defense a lot better now than I did the first time we played them. The fact that you guys are ducking at the opportunity to go get revenge on Alabama, go get a SEC championship game, and finish this season 12-1 SEC champs going into the playoff, let me tell you something. If you can't beat Alabama, this Alabama team in the SEC championship, you're not winning nothing in the playoff anyways. Nothing. Nothing. You don't deserve to go any farther in the playoffs if you can't beat this Bama team. They're not that damn good. Did you see them play against Auburn? Have you seen them play the last 6 weeks? This offense can't run the ball. Jam Miller's out. All their receivers are banged up. Their defense is playing their ass off just like ours. But their offense has been inconsistent as hell all season, man. So, Dawgnation, I don't know what's going on right now, or why anybody would be ducking this game or not want to go get an SEC championship, but that's bullshit, man. We're better than that. We are better than that. And this team deserves better than that. Like, this team's about to go out here and get this win, man. I'm telling y'all. Georgia is going out here and we're getting this one. We are due. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know why, but Georgia's due for a win in this series. They're not beating us twice in the same year. They're not, after watching that Auburn game, they're not that damn good. They're not unbeatable. We look like the better team again. And we're due for a win in this series, man. Georgia, I've got a good feeling Georgia's going to get it done in Atlanta. The tide in this series has got to turn eventually. But whatever's going on with the fans right now, Dawgnation as a whole, man, that's got to stop. We got to be better than that. We got to be louder than the Bama fans in Mercedes-Benz on Saturday. I mean, we got to do better supporting the team, man. All this negativity, scared bullshit, ducking games bullshit, wishing we had a bye. Tell me this. What team had a bye last year and won a game in the playoff? Oh, yeah, there wasn't one. There wasn't one. Why would you want a bye? You're going to have to play the best teams in the country from this Saturday on, week in and week out, to win a national championship. Newsflash, there ain't going to be no easy games from now on. This Bama game is going to be one of the easiest games we play from now on. Man, we got to go out here and handle business and execute and win from now on, or we don't deserve to win nothing. If we can't beat this Bama game, we don't deserve to go far in the playoff, and we won't. We won't. Everything that I need to see is going to show up this Saturday. But I'm expecting Georgia to go out here and get a win, man. I'm supporting the Dogs all the way on this one. We're due. I've got a good feeling on this one. Like, Georgia's going to go out here and handle this, bro. Anybody, let me tell you something else. Anybody that watched the Ohio State-Michigan game and the Auburn versus Alabama game, the Iron Bowl, the way those teams were playing and lining up and playing fast, ferocious, physical, downhill football, cracking skulls. I mean, out there with bad intentions for all 4 quarters. Not 1 quarter, not a half, not some of the time, all the time. Them boys were flying around with bad intentions. When have you seen us do that for 4 quarters this year? For 4. Georgia ain't played their best game yet on defense. If our defense can play as fast and as physical as Auburn's played, I like our chances. This is a banged up Alabama football team. And look, I'm not doubting Bama's will, their talent, no, none of that. I mean, everything says Alabama's dominated, the last 20 years against us. But we're every bit as damn good, and we have improved steadily over this season. Does it look like they've improved the last 6 weeks? I'm just saying, bro, if Georgia comes out here with bad intentions and plays fast and free, and we play Bama like we played Texas, we play Bama like we played Ole Miss, and we let it rip, and we go after these boys and play aggressive, Georgia can get this done. But if we go out there and we're playing on our heels, letting the ball come to us, letting tackles come to us and all that bullshit, yeah, it's going to be more of the same of what we've seen against Alabama. But I expect Georgia to go out here and get this one, man. Georgia is due for one. They've got to be sick of this because I'm sick of this. And I'm sick of this loser mentality from half of our fan base. That's got to stop, man. Like, let's get behind this team and go get this shit done. I just had to get on here and make this real quick. I'm worked up. I'm pissed off. The shit I'm seeing on Facebook right now is making me sick. Everybody should want to go play this game. Everybody. All Dawgnation. It don't even matter. Even if it wasn't an SEC championship. The opportunity to get to go and play Bama and beat them, yeah, sign me up. Anytime, anywhere. And we got half the fan base ducking. That's crazy to me, man. Come on, y'all. We got to be better than that. Let's go. I'll be back later with more videos. Go Dogs.